But once they would use the drug, they weren't able to use other parts, if you get what I'm saying. I could go on and on for days to tell you how I got drugs, but check this story out. What's up, Journey Gang? It's your girl, Porsha on the Journey, back with another Like That video. As you can tell in the title, we're going to be talking about how I was able to fund my drug habits, part 2. I did promise you guys that. If you're new to the channel, welcome to Journey Gang. Hit the like because you like the title. Hit the like because you like the thumbnail. If you're already a part of the gang, welcome back. Before I get into the video, I do want to address, I'm so sorry, Journey Gang. I'm late on my video. If you follow me on social media, especially Facebook, you know that I went through a few things at home and with my mom that I was very down about. And I even announced that I was going to stop doing YouTube. I was feeling really down, you guys. But I want to say thank you to you guys. Journey Gang hit me up all in my messages, emailed me, letting me know how much I make an impact on your life and how I don't need to stop. I need to keep going. And I just want to say again, thank you to you guys because you motivated me, you uplifted me. Also, I want to say I do apologize to my mom. It's not necessarily that I said some things that wasn't true, but I did cross that line of what should be posted on your public platforms. So with that being said, I apologize to you, Journey Gang. I apologize to her, and let's get right into this video. Alright, so I talked in last week's video about middlemaning, and I wanted to elaborate on that because I don't think I gave you guys enough detail. So I spoke on having girls that were comfortable, exchanging their bodies, exchanging sexual activities for these different drugs. The reason that I said I middleman the situation is because I did have guys that would hit me up like, yo, you got a chick for the night. I would benefit from that. I would gain drugs from that. And then on the other end, I would have the girls hit me up that would say, hey, you know anybody that'll give me something for blah, blah, blah. You guys use your imagination. Yeah, and I did. I knew a lot of guys that was down with it, and I would definitely middleman and make a profit of drugs by doing that. Moving on from that, though, I wanted to specifically talk about, as you can see in the thumbnail, finessing sex for drugs. And let me tell you exactly what I'm talking about. So guys, I figured out that I did not, and these girls did not have to do any sexual activities to receive these different drugs. And I did this all the time. It actually became an everyday thing that I would do. So I realized, especially with the drug crack and especially with the drug coke, these guys would want to hang out with these girls like myself, for the purpose of having sex or having sexual activities. But once they would use the drug, they weren't able to use other parts, if you get what I'm saying. So this is what I would do. I would hang out with this person, that person, this person, that one that had the money, that was using, and they also wanted the girl for the night. But literally, all I would end up having to do is just hang out. Now again, just like in last week's video, if it was someone that I just was not comfortable hanging out with, I just didn't do it. It just wasn't my thing. But a lot of these guys I did feel comfortable with. I met some really cool people along the road. They were actually good at heart, just had a problem the same way I did. And of course, I was way more understanding then because I was going through it too. I would hang out with these guys, and because their parts did not work as much as they were using the drug, I had nothing to worry about. I would sit there with them, be their company, and use their drugs all day, all night. It became an everyday thing. And the guys that I knew that were getting rid of drugs, they even started to catch on to what was going on. So guess what they did, you guys? That's right, gang. They used me. They hit me up. A lot of them, it was quite a few of them. They would hit me up and they'd be like, yo, Porsha, we see what you're doing. And I'm like, what you talking about? What you talking about? So they'd be like, we see what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys, they spinning because you around. They getting it because you around. Like, let's make a deal. So yes, I actually would benefit from these guys as well as the guys that had the drugs, and all they wanted me to do is to come out for the night. I'd have people hit me up that had drugs that'd be like, yo, you need to hang out with such and such tonight. He got a check, he got money, they got this, they got that. You need to hang out with them tonight. Now remind you, everybody that was outside looking in did think that I was performing sexual activities for these drugs and to be around these people. I think even the guys that were buying the drugs thought that that's what was going on. But It never had to happen. I promise you. The type of drug coke and crack is, you literally just chase it, chase it, chase it. So even if you have that one or two people that their parts would still work after using these drugs, but they were so addicted, they were so busy chasing the drug, chasing the high, that they did not care anymore about little old me. Even in the smallest of moments that they did, I'd hit dude up like, yo, I think he about to stop. Dude would say something crazy like, oh, tell him I'm going to be done for the night, so he better get what he going to get. And I would do these things. It got so crazy, you guys, that I became an expert at finessing sex for drugs. Now, eventually, because I was around these certain people, a lot of people that live in the same town that I live in and saw me with these different people, of course, they assumed that I was performing these different acts to hang out with these people, to get these drugs. But literally, I didn't have to. It was so easy. The finesse game that I was performing, and sometimes with a partnership with the people that had the drugs, the finesse game that we were performing was like amazing. Like it just snuck up on me. I didn't even know it was gonna happen that way, but it did. And oh my gosh, it got to the point, like I said, that people thought that I was literally doing this and I did not care. You know what I mean? Like, I was so busy also chasing the drug that I allowed these rumors to go on. I felt like as long as I knew what was going on, then it really didn't matter. But yeah, and then the guys felt so stupid because they were spending all their money on me, getting nothing out of it but a conversation, which my vibe is like that. Let me just tell you that I was able to do this over and over because my vibe is like that. You know, these people actually enjoyed being around me. So these guys, they would feel so stupid because they would continue to do this over and over and not get anything out of the picture. And they would lie also. They would be like, yo, I'm doing this, I'm hitting that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. When in reality, they were not doing anything. So, you know, it made it really, really crazy. It made me look crazy. But again, I was chasing the drugs so heavily that I did not care what was being said about me. I just felt like I know the truth. Because I was not doing this on purpose, there was one guy in particular he is still near and dear to my heart, but he is not out of that world, and so we don't really speak that much. If you look at my other videos on how to get and stay clean, I talk about how you have to separate yourself. I'm constantly praying for him, but I don't see him that much. And this is what we used to do together. And again, this snuck up on me. I had no idea. So this particular guy, he knew a lot of guys that had money that were what you would say are functioning addicts. They would work really, really hard, make lots of money, and then they would have their moments or their weekends or their weeks off that they would binge. And he knew a lot of guys like that. So what he would do is he would tell those guys, unbeknownst to me, I would not have a clue that he's doing this. He would tell those guys, yeah, I got a girl. Kind of like what I did to girls in the past, but I didn't know anything about it. These girls that I did it to, they knew what was going on and they were all a part of it. But he would do that to me. He would tell them that I would guaranteed perform a sexual act, hang out with them for the rest of the night. And he would also, this is how he would include himself. He would also say, but she's not going to hang around unless I'm with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, that's what he would do. And again, I did not know. He would just hit me up like, yo, somebody trying to chill. It's not like that. They just, they got a little such and such. They trying to kick it. You're going to be with me, sis. Don't you worry about yourself. You're going to be with me. So it literally wasn't until these guys, like he would go off to like the store or something like that. And these guys would tell me like, yo, such and such said what's up? We got a little alone time. And it happened like 2 or 3 times to the point that I realized, that he was really doing this. Because the first time when I asked him about it and the second time, he denied it. He was like, I never said that. Why would I be with y'all why would he allow me to be with y'all if I told him that? And I fell for it. I literally fell for it. And I still love this man. I still have a lot of love for him. He wasn't someone I dated. We literally have a brother-sister relationship, or had, but he was driven by drugs. So he put me in a really, really horrible and dangerous situation. Every single thing that I've talked about so far in this video is absolutely dangerous, because what if these guys felt like they wanted to harm me because they felt like they had a deal? That's like almost playing, that's like playing with someone's emotions. So what if they feel like they paid for something and that's something they deserve? You know what I mean? Especially because a lot of the times they wouldn't find out that it was nothing going on or going down between us until they had like spent all their money. And I mean, honey, I would make them spend, and I would do it so effortlessly and so nonchalant, like, oh no, you ain't gotta, I seemed so caring. And the reality is because I really was so caring. And I think that made them be more open to spend and more open to just do whatever that I wanted to do. So yeah, he did that on purpose, and it wasn't until like the second, maybe third or fourth time that I actually realized that he was doing this. These guys are not lying on him, and I was really, really ticked off about it. Of course, I approached him like, look, you can't lie about it anymore. Like, this is what's happening. And then he convinced me, like, look, sis, this has been working for us. Look how many times we have, and you don't have to do anything. You know how this go. And then he reminded me that, like, basically I did this on my own without him, And I kind of went along with it. But I just, right away, I was not convinced. I was not happy about it. I felt like I didn't have control. Like, for some reason, I felt like it was different when I was doing it myself versus when he was doing it without telling me. I had a big problem with that because it felt like I didn't have control anymore. In the other situations, I did have control. So that's what I mean when I say finessing sex for drugs. Literally did not have to do a single thing, but I still was able to get these drugs. It was absolutely insane. To the guy that was doing that to me, that I looked at like my brother, like, yo, I miss you, I love you, I'm talking about you, and, get well. I know that you're not in the best place right now, but I'm rooting for you. I know you can do this. Like, you can do, we always talked about this. So I just want to say that to you, and I think that's it. And I think that's it. So yeah, I wanted to make sure that I included the whole finessing sex for drugs thing, because I did that for a that worked for me for so long, honey, that I didn't even see the light of day. I didn't even feel like I needed to worry anymore. In the past, I would have issues where I need to get straight. I don't even have the money to finance this. Oh, it became so simple and so easy that it was just like, whatever. So anyway, I wanted to make sure that I let you guys know that. Stay tuned, because again, we do have another giveaway coming up that we're doing just for the males. I will be continuing to upload from now on Tuesdays, 8:00 a.m. and I will be putting in a few bonus videos because I gotta make it up to you guys. I wasn't right. I wasn't right the other day, and I gotta make it up. But anyway, stay tuned for that. You guys, make sure that you're hitting me up in my DMs on Instagram to get your Journey Gang bracelets, because it's Journey Gang all day. I'm so serious about you guys bringing me here every single time I upload with a smile on my face, knowing that I'm doing this for you. So hit me up to get your Journey Gang bracelets. And again, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure that you're subscribing. And before I go, let me put this out here. This channel is a safe space. So if you're coming here because I know it seems like on my social media, I'm like begging for subscribers and things like that. And the reality is, yes, I want subscribers. I want to be able to reach a lot of people, for the people that actually need help. But what I don't want is, I don't want people that are going to be negative. I don't want people that are not going to be a part of someone's actual recovery that's going to be positive towards them. I don't want you guys to be a part of the game. Like, seriously, if that's you and you're subscribed, unsubscribe now. If that's you and you're thinking about subscribing, don't even do it. I want love. I want respect. I want this to be a safe place. I want real support, real success stories, real recovery. And if that's you, hit the subscribe button. Make sure that you help your girl save a life, and we do this thing together, because Journey Gang, we a family, okay? So I wanted to just say that real quick, because I felt like some people were hitting me up with comments that I wasn't really feeling. And I was like, wait a minute. Let me address that issue. So I got that cleared up. Anyway, don't forget, you guys, utilize Coached by Porsha segment. If you have anything that you want to talk about and you don't have a support system, or you just want to talk to me, if you have any questions, you need something looked up, anything at all, hit me up in my DMs or hit me in my email. Both links will be in the description box below. Make sure that you share this video so that someone else can get a chance to watch it on their own time, and maybe we can save a life. And remember, I'm on a journey, y'all. You can be too. So let's get started. Bye, guys.